world of colors. I'm Colors. Today we're going to be using these stakes that we just got from the Dollar Tree. They're gnome stakes and they're just adorable. And we're going to be using them to make a stack 'em up project. And it's going to look like this. So we're going to take these and make them into this. If you think you'd like to do this project, stick around. In a moment I'll tell you the supplies you'll need to do it. So as what you're going to be needing to make this project is your firm holding hairspray, some little jute bows that I made up, 3 little jute bows, some pom-poms, blue, green, and red is what I'm using. And these are a little bit larger than I put on the original one. So just whatever you have, whatever size you have will probably work. Some E6000 glue. I'm using a believe sign from Dollar Tree. And a couple of snowflakes, the foam and the scattered snowflakes from Dollar Tree. And then some Testors craft paint by Rust-Oleum in Coral Cove. And you'll have your paintbrush. And then these are wooden knobs they're made by Park Lane, a Park Lane collection from Joann's. They come 8 in a package, and I'll be using those. The size is, let me find the size here. It's 1.4 inches by 1.5 inches. That's the size, because they do come in different sizes. That's the size we're going to be using today. We're going to be using 3 of those. And then for the beard, you need 6.5 inch wide by 6 inches long pieces of fur for your beards. You need 3 of those. And then of course the stakes themselves from the Dollar Trees. You want 1 of each. And this is what they look like. So I'll be using those. So I'll be right back and we'll get started. So the first gnome that we're going to use of those 3 stakes is the one with the blue snowflake in the middle. And what you want to do is we want to take off the stake off the back, because we're not going to be using the stake on this one. We are going to be using the stake on one of them, so don't take all the stakes off, but on this one we don't need the stake. You just want to kind of slowly take it off like that. That came off pretty fast. And you won't be needing that stake for this project. And then what you want to do is take your blow dryer, and you want to get the hands and the mustache hot and just peel them right off. So you get them hot and then just peel them right off. The hands will come right off as soon as you get them hot enough, and so will the mustache. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back with you. So I got the mustache and the hands removed with my blow dryer. They just came right off after a minute or 2 of putting that heat on there. And we're not going to use that mustache. I just threw that away. It came off in pieces. And we are going to use the hands. So we're going to keep those. And we're going to get out our 6.5 inch wide by 6 inch long piece of white fur for the beard. And we're going to put that on next. So what you want to do is just line it right up. Now, if the pile of fur on your fur, if the pile is longer or shorter than mine, you might have to adjust your size of your beard. But what you want to do is glue it right at the top along the edge of the hat. So just put your glue in like that. And glue it right along the edge. I'm going to go ahead and round out the edge right here a little bit. Line it up with the hat. So that the length on that's pretty good, because I'm going to put some hairspray on it, and I'm going to find my comb, and what we'll do is we'll kind of bring it in like that at the bottom because we want to show the shoes. We'll glue the corners in a little bit. Just put a V there and fold that in like that, like I usually do on my beards. And then fold it up like that. And then you just want to make your mustache. We're gonna glue this beard down. So many things in my way. Glue the beard down here. Like that. And then I'll spray this a little bit with my hairspray to hold it in place. And then what we want to do is put on the nose. You just want to put your glue on the bottom of your nose. And put that right in the middle, up high, like that. I'm going to hold this for a minute. I'll be right back with you. So I've got it all laid out how we want to glue it. I've got the pom-pom up here, and the little bow goes right here, and the snowflakes and the hands. So we'll go ahead and get those glued on. Put all these things in place. And it's just such a simple little project. You glue these things in place on this one, on the blue one. I'm just working my way down here. I'm going to put the foam one on first, the snowflakes. And this, I like this one because it had a little bit of reflective metal on it for interest. And then take and put your hands back on. Like that. And the last thing you want to do is to go ahead and paint the nose and hands. So we'll go ahead and we'll get these all painted. You want to be careful when you get close to the fur, not to get too close. So take your time and get the nose and the hands painted. And then we'll go on to the next one. So I'll be right back with you. So we've got this all painted, and this is what this one's going to look like. I'm going to set it to the side and let it finish drying. And we're going to get our second one out. This one is the only one that we're going to keep the stake on. We're not going to take the stake off of this one. But we do need to take off the mustache and the Christmas tree and hands with the blow dryer. And I'm going to go ahead and do that just like I did the last one. I'm going to take this off and this off, and I'll be right back with you. So I got the beard on. I took the pieces off that I told you I was going to take off, and then I went ahead and got the beard on just like I did the first one. Like that. Got that shaped up. I made sure to do the corners down here on the beard so it's rounded out the beard just like I did on the first one. And then what we want to do is lay in place back the Christmas tree that we took off. Now it can go back on top of the beard. And the pom-pom, it's going to go there, and the nose in the middle. And then the little bow, little jute bow, It's important what side that goes on. I got it right. Goes on the right side there, on the left side. And then what we're going to do is glue that stuff in place. We can see his shoes. We're going to keep the stake on. And we're going to go ahead and glue this stuff on. I'll start with the nose. I'm going to get all that stuff glued on. And then I'm going to paint the nose and the hands with the coral paint. And I'll be right back with you. So we got this all, everything glued on and the nose and the hands painted on this one. We left the stake on it. And we're going to put this to the side to dry with the first one that we did. And then this is the third one. This is the one that's going to have the believe sign on it. At least on my version. You could put whatever word you wanted to or whatever thing you wanted to in that spot. But I decided to put a believe sign. So this one I'm going to take the stake off and I'm going to take the hands off and the mustache off. So you just want to remember just to kind of gently go back and forth with that and it comes right off for you. So that's what we wanted to do on the two that we did. But then this one you keep the stake on. So I'm going to take off, I'm going to use my blow dryer and take off the hands. The candy canes stay on, they don't come off. And take off the mustache. And then I'll get the beard on and start getting this set up for us. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I've got everything done on this third one. It's all painted and it's got his pom-pom. You see his feet. So that's important. Now we want to put the believe sign on. And the way I spaced it out, we can put the glue right on the backs of both the E's and then lay it down there and it'll glue right, just right in place. So we're going to use hot glue on this. Lay it in the E's. Like that. And just line your E's up with your hands that are on there, with the gnome's hands, and hold that down for a few minutes, a couple minutes, and then we're going to put the whole thing together. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I've got the believe all glued on the hands here. Turned out good. What we want to do now is take our three pieces, we're going to glue them together with our E6000 glue. And what we want to do is start at the top and take the top of the buffalo check hat and put it in the bottom of the blue hat down here. Just tuck it in like that. That's how we're going to do. So we need a little bit of glue in there. A couple dollops of your E6000 glue. Like that. And then just put your top of your hat right in there underneath the beard. Now that will glue really good for you. Leave it to set up for 2 or 3 hours and that'll be nice hold. And then down here at the bottom, we're going to take this one and glue it right to the stake. And you want that piece of beard on the plaque to go right against the bottom of the stake there. So that's what's sticking out, is that piece of beard there, not the stake. So we'll just go ahead and get some E6000 glue on here. That's quite a bit. That'll hold it really well. And you just want to lay that on there. Like that. Get your beard point right there. And I like how it turned out with the shoes showing on all of them. You don't want the beard to overdo the shoes. And just leave it lay like that for 2 or 3 hours, and it'll be like this. Which I'm more confident that that's held really well, and that's a nice piece to have. So that's how you do it. I want to remind you that Sunday I'll be putting out my Halloween tour of my home that I've been working on, and I'm excited to bring that out to you. And if you like this video, make sure to like it, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe.